So we're doing episode 9, which is called The X-Files.
And we finally get to see Daniel's house. Now, Daniel took Taylor to go see his family. The mother asked Taylor, what made you realize that my son is your guy? And she goes, you know what? He keeps on referring to his wife as like the mother of his children, and that did it for me.
Yes.
And the father looked at his wife like, that's me.
That's my son.
I taught him that one. And the mother asked, have you showed my son to your family? And she goes, okay. So it's taking a long time for my family to warm up to the situation because obviously they mean the world to me, just as much as Daniel means the world to you guys. And now he is my world. When she said that, I was like, ooh,
girl, are you lying?
It's too early to say that.
I feel like she's not invested.
One foot in, one foot out.
Yes, but I really like Daniel.
I'm going to be very scared if she says no to him at the altar. I'm going to be like, she is the biggest villain in my book.
So Lauren takes Dave to one of her cycling class, and he was sweating his balls off. I thought this guy was super fit, but I don't think so.
He's skinny fat.
Well, so he had muscles. He had definitions for the love of God.
I'm skinny fat. I don't know.
Lauren Yeah. So Lauren introduces him to her best friends.
One of her friends said to Lauren, how are you doing? And Lauren was like, I'm feeling a bit emotional. Now, Dave, I feel like, do you lack social awareness or you're just really inconsiderate? Because instead of him taking the moment to say, oh my God, let's just take a minute, girls. My baby's emotional, and maybe like calm her down. And he went straight ahead and add oil to the fume by telling her friends, did she tell you that she was in a relationship just before she came on the show? And thank God all her friends was like, so about that. That's exactly why we came here. Because we know that's why they came here. Now her friends rushed to defend her. And I like that about her friends. They're trying to defend her. And her friends look just like her friends.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
One looks like a child, but okay.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they did a good job in defending her.
No, they didn't.
At least they didn't come with the receipts. Now, her friend said that this guy was a nobody. She was not even in a relationship with him. According to Lauren's friend, the lady with the blonde ponytail, she said, I know this guy that Lauren got with. He got with my friend for 7 years and no wedding ring was produced.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wasted her time.
Yes.
So when Lauren matched on Hinge, I'm assuming they shared that information with Lauren, like this guy you should never take seriously. And she's like, I know, he's a friends with benefit. So they're trying to explain to David that this was not a real thing. It was just something you kind of play with in the meantime while you look for your real deal.
Yes.
They try to defend her in that sense.
Now, based on Lauren's defense, my question to you, David, is your last serious relationship was 4 years ago. Are you telling me that you were celibate this whole time?
And I don't think he was. Remember when he brought up Molly situation too? How her last serious relationship, even though the girls were telling her that wasn't a serious relationship, she was sort of being used, I think so Molly was.
God bless her soul. It was 6 months ago.
Yeah, and even he judged that saying, why are you on the show? He's really riding off of people in general should take time before they're going to something serious, okay? And second of all, I feel like he really judges women.
Yeah, hardcore.
Even though he's not so pure himself. And then you said to me this yesterday.
I said a lot of things.
Yeah, you said to me, this is why you don't like this whole free sex culture.
Of course.
Because it comes back to bite you in the ass.
And I feel bad for Lauren, and we're seeing this right in front of our eyes.
Okay, we're not done though, guys. We're gonna get serious about this a little bit more later on. So we get into Virginia and Devon, and we see Devon's family. Now, I knew his mom was white. Okay, it's not a bad thing. Guys, relax. It's not a read. You could just tell when you see a mixed person and one of their parents is black or white, you just know who the parent is. Like, I just know.
Yeah.
Anyways, his parents are very sweet, very wholesome. They ask questions about, like, what do you think about 50-50 relationship? She talked about how we're both going to have separate bank accounts and a shared bank account. They brought up prenup. I don't see no harm in that. I feel like she seems like she's not sweating about nothing.
Even though his sister came for her a little bit. About age, about children. Yes. Like, what's wrong with the sisters in the season?
Anyways, somebody brought up if he gets sick or loses his job, what do you think? Like, how are you going to take care of a situation like that? And she said, listen, I've taken care of men's in lesser commitments. Wow. Virginia said that.
So one of Devon's siblings asked, when our parents get old, are you willing to take them in instead of putting them in a retirement home?
First of all, the relevancy of that question. Why are you asking that now? Lord knows what's going to happen in the far, far future.
And how about you? Why don't you want to take in your family, like your parents?
Yeah.
That's a weird question to ask, I feel. Listen, but with East Africans, because we're East Africans, That's the norm.
Lately, I've been noticing a lot of East Africans been putting their parents, not in retirement home, in a secondary apartment. And then they visit them every single day or 2 days or what to see how they're doing. And whatever works for the family. But I personally feel like if I was Virginia, I would have been like, are you talking to me like 60 years from now? I don't know if I'm going to be even alive. But you know what I'm not going to accept moving in? That pig.
The pig, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know why you showed me that pig.
Sorry. And I know people are going to come after us because the pig looks cute and everything.
No, it doesn't look cute.
Okay, yeah.
So now we're getting into Ben and Sarah, and Ben is showing Sarah his friends, allegedly. Can we talk about this, guys? None of us expected those people to be Ben's friends.
Exactly.
Maybe co-workers, or maybe we're being stereotypical, right? We're seeing a white jock-looking guy, probably has jock friends. I don't know.
So we're very judgmental people.
Probably.
But you know the thing is, I would love it if Sarah asked him, like, how long you guys been friends? To see how deep their friendship is.
Because what's his job again?
He's a developer.
Okay, so that was in tech, you know what I mean? And we were a very diverse group.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Either way, the group asked Sarah, what's something you're looking for in a relationship? She goes, a guy who's like nice, sweet, cup half full, all that stuff. Great answers. Now,
why do I feel like his Asian friend is very sarcastic about, her answers?
By the way, he didn't give a response. So he just said, oh, I was looking for that in a relationship too.
So he's not genuine?
Ben, let's talk about you. All your friends are giving us mannequin behavior, performative, scripted. Let's start off with, you knew there was a religion problem between you and Sarah. So I found it very interesting the fact that your Asian friend is agnostic. Do you know what I mean? Check. Okay, Sarah told you her sister is gay. It's very interesting how you see you got a gay friend, right? He's giving me very scripted. It looks like they all co-signed on it. Let me use this as an example, okay? Your old high school friend. Okay, well, give me any name.
I can't.
Aaron.
Okay,
Remember
fine.
Aaron? What happens if she contacts you all of a sudden and said, Mahani, I really need you to come see my guy friend. He's black. I need just you to co-sign on.
Girl, I haven't spoken to you for a real long time. Taylor takes Daniel to her family, and the one thing I noticed, her mom's the boss. Yeah, she lets everybody know that if you want my blessings, you need to come to me, not my husband.
Okay, he's easy. No.
And he says it.
Just because of that, she's an honorary Somali. Because
She's East
in a
African.
typical Somali house, maybe I think all East, I don't know, so all Africans, I don't know, somebody tell me in the comment section, the woman runs the household.
Exactly.
Okay, you should be afraid of her. The husband is easy. Okay.
So Taylor's mom is having a hard time that her little baby girl is engaged. And after Taylor reassures her, the moment I found out that I could tell you this information, I did that.
Tell me this probably is the most wholesome union I've ever seen in Love is Blind history.
Yes.
We have Daniel's parents coming to Taylor's parents, and they're all meeting up to get this union going.
Exactly.
So wholesome. And this is what I want to say, okay? I really respect the institution of marriage. I think there has to be respect, there has to be honor, and I believe parents' opinions matter a lot. And I'm not talking about racist, disrespectful parents, okay? That has issues with the significant other, whatever. If they're poor, rich, black, white, you name it. I'm talking about your average parents that really just want great relationships for their kids.
Yes.
I think that was so wholesome when I saw it. Because these days, people are just kind of throwing the institution of marriage in the garbage right now. It's like, okay, I don't have to tell my parents I'm getting married, or I'm going to run away and elope and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No. This is great.
I loved Daniel's father. He came in to break the ice, okay? He's like, oh, wow. I found out that you guys renovated your house. Okay, it looks fantastic.
And then after he was like, yeah, because, I figured out that instead of us, downsizing, we're hoping they're going to have grandkids and they're going to come to us often. And then the other family was
Taylor's mom said that.
Yeah, and then Daniel's family was like, yeah, because we got the Christmas. So they're just already, they're starting.
Yes.
It's cute.
So let's get into Joey and Monica. Now, Joey and Monica are having a conversation while he's folding clothes.
Yeah.
It's something that he doesn't like, you guys. Now, he does mention about her sister and says, has your sister approved any of your boyfriends from the past? And she said, no.
Now let's pause over here and walk it back to when Joey was meeting Monica's family. Now, Monica's mother said this. Now, if I was Monica's mother, I would have never said it, but I guess it's okay. She said to Joey, did you know that Monica's sister's boyfriend was actually Monica's guy? And he goes, oh yeah, I know, they used to date. And then Monica's sister's like, no, they never used to date. Joey said, oh, because he's still after her. And he's like, yeah, I'm here just sitting around waiting to get back with Monica. And everybody start laughing. Two things that stick out to me. Number one, Joey, you know so much, which means Monica is sharing with you a lot of stuff. And the way she's sharing with you the story, she didn't say like, oh, I referred my sister's boyfriend. She didn't say it like that. Because the way Joey delivered the story, he made it look like they were actually dating and he joked about it. So it's like, Monica, what are you telling him about your sister's man?
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, Monica gets so worked out because yes, that small comment, her man made about, I'm just sitting over here waiting to get with, all that stuff was so out of pocket. It was so messy. So when you think about it, yes, there is big issues between the two siblings.
Yes.
Yeah,
there is
it's a
big,
crazy
huge,
competition.
Because why would you bring that up during that time? And especially her sister's boyfriend is super comfortable to spew whatever he wants to say. It seems like they have issues in their relationship too. I'm going to put it out there.
So now in hindsight, I'm not surprised at all that anybody would say her sister is jealous of Monica.
Or have some resentment towards her.
Yes, I can clearly see it. Now, Monica, do you have some issues too with your sister?
Probably she does have some issues. Every sibling has some issues, but it's not that deep enough. And the thing is, from older sister to another older sister, right? If you have issues with your sister, why don't you fix it, okay? If you don't like your man, sweetheart, dump him, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know why is he saying all of that stuff, right? And you're just sitting there crossing your legs saying,
You said to me yesterday that between the two sisters,
Yeah.
Monica's sister is prettier than Monica.
Yeah.
And if only she kind of zhuzhes up, she can probably get a fine guy, right? And ditch this one. But now I'm thinking about it, probably it's a confidence issue because Monica's sister didn't fetch this guy. Monica fetched the guy.
Yeah.
And then referred it to her sister. So maybe
Yes.
she doesn't have confidence to go out there and get her own man. That's why she's stuck with this one.
Actually, that's a good point.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And she resents that about Monica, how she's so audacious, outgoing, bubbly, and can fetch any guy. And she's saying, oh, I don't have that, You got me my guy. And it's so embarrassing. So I'm resenting
you know
forever.
what?
Now, for our own mental clarity, if we put Monica's sister's feedback to the side, Joey and Monica are not going to make it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. So after that, we have Lauren and David, and they're planning a gathering. Now, she asks him, who's coming to this gathering? And he says, my two guy friends, but they're on standby to see if they can come.
Okay, so basically he's saying, I'm about to provoke you right now, get you all rattled up, and then we're gonna cancel the dinner because you're so emotional. So let's get into David's problem. Okay, so first thing, multiple things can be true at the same time,
Yes.
right? Now this notion that Lauren is single, she can do whatever she wants, she doesn't explain herself to nobody, while that is 100% true, okay, she has complete autonomy. However, when you're getting married to somebody, don't you expect that person to be transparent?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't I know how you were in the past?
How are you moving?
Yeah, so that at least I can know, especially if you're expecting forever from somebody. And what a contradiction, or maybe you can call it a gender bias or a double standard. But a lot of us are giving heat to Ben for not being transparent to Sarah. So I'm just saying, this whole notion that she gotta explain herself to nobody, I get it. But you're trying to get married to somebody, that person deserves the right to know. Now, secondly, which I think is important, whose word do we take? I mean, if we ignore the social media noise, the outer noise, and just take whatever Love is Blind is telling us, like what we see, who do we believe? Do we believe Laura's point of view? The whole, like, we were nothing. It was just, what is it called? Friends with benefits.
Yes.
Or do we take David and his friend's word that, see how she's on the show trying to get married? Yeah, she was serious with the guy too. But then again, a better opportunity came. So she ghosted him and then went on the show. And I want to land on this, okay? Because I think this is such an important topic. How long must you wait before you get into another relationship? Because if we take Lauren's point of view, like, it was not even serious, it was nothing, so I have the rights to go on the show.
Yes.
But like, if you look at David's perspective, he's like, no, you were in a relationship and it just took you 2 days before you get in another relationship. Or if we take it back to Molly, he was like, 6 months before you got a serious relationship. What's the correct timing? You said a year at some point.
I think if the guy was married, 100% you wait for a year.
I don't know.
I think relationships is just is a little bit different. But you know what? I have a little bone to pick with David here. You're demanding a lot of transparency, but we still don't know about your history, sweetheart. Have you been dating? Have you been flirting? Because you like to flirt. You like to flirt, right? So I feel like he is not transparent. Clearly, you're not interested in her. It's like you're actually relieved that she has this storyline and you could just leave.
Yeah. Okay, my point of view.
Okay.
I definitely believe he's using the storyline, even though there's a lot of validity in it, he's using it as a perfect example for him to get away scot-free, to say, thank God I don't gotta choose Lauren. Molly, where you at? Because I feel like he's interested in Molly. Even I don't feel like he really wants to get married too.
Yes.
I think he's there for clout.
I believe Lauren, okay?
okay.
I do believe Lauren when she said, this guy that I was hanging out, I had friends with benefits, and we were basically nothing. And her coming on the show is she wanted something serious. Because new information came out, you guys. And the
Oops.
guy that she's been hanging out, this guy, if you check his Instagram, why does he have a fake poster of Love is Blind on his social media? Okay, this is the guy. and he's a lawyer. But yeah, so when her friends were saying he's a clout chaser, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can we talk about this point though?
go ahead.
Do you feel like he's shaming her?
Of course.
Don't do that.
Stop bringing the idea that she was in a relationship. She's letting you know that she wasn't in a
Do you
relationship.
think she's a liar?
No,
Like she thinks you're lying?
I believe clearly she wasn't in the relationship.
And then I'm gonna say this, David. Okay, we all know you don't want her, so just cut her loose for whatever reason you want to choose. Cut her loose and stop trying to milk more money off the show. Just you can leave right now. Now we're gonna segue into Ben and Sarah because I feel like it's a bit related. They're sitting in the apartment. He's getting her a drink. Now the way Sarah brought it up, it was so scripted.
It was so fake.
She goes, ooh, or some you know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, what's going on? And she goes, there's a girl on social media talking about there is a cast member on Love is Blind who was not genuine and she was crying and whatnot. We watched the video.
I didn't see any tears.
Yeah, but she was definitely emotional. And
she wasn't really specific in what he has done to her. But I do believe he has done something to her.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Somehow she's not saying it, and he is definitely backtracking in knowing the girl.
Are you talking about SA?
No. Listen, like, because he's saying that they haven't slept with each other.
Okay.
It was 4 years ago. They went out twice. Probably they did smooch.
They did kiss, yeah.
Right? But I don't know if he treated her really badly and she remembers it. And probably that's why she's not really crying because it's been 4 years. But I believe he did something. Now, he is a Christian. So, so did he go back to God? And he's a new man?
Okay, guys, listen.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.